The NFL Combine just shattered every single expectation we had for the Chicago Bears, and the Windy City is about to get rocked by a defensive masterclass that will redefine the monsters of the Midway. We are diving deep into a post-combine, full 7-round mock draft that features a trade so bold, so calculated, and so aggressive that it'll have the entire league talking. Get ready, because the roster is about to get an infusion of elite, world-class athleticism that shifts the power balance of the NFC North forever. Before we break down this absolute haul of talent, do me a massive favor. Hit that like button right now, share this with every diehard fan in your circle, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a single second of the most intense draft coverage on the internet. With the draft landscape shifting under our feet like a tectonic plate, one haunting question is echoing through the halls of every scouting department in the building. In a draft defined by historic RAS scores, can you really afford to pass up raw, elite athleticism for safe production? Or do you demand a player who brings both to the table? The board is falling in a way that would make any GM salivate, but our front office isn't just sitting around waiting for luck to strike. We are making moves. We are initiating a massive first-round swap with the Los Angeles Rams, sliding back from pick 25 to pick 29. In doing so, we are skyrocketing our value on day 2, moving up significantly in the middle rounds where championships are truly built. And with that 29th overall pick, the shockwave officially begins. We are taking the Texas Tech powerhouse, the man who is single-handedly changing the linebacker narrative, Jacob Rodriguez. I know exactly what some of you are thinking, a linebacker in the first round. In this economy. But listen to me closely, this is not your average prospect. Jacob Rodriguez is a certified freak of nature. He just posted a relative athletic score of over 9.5 out of 10, proving he is in the elite percentile of human athletes. His 10-yard split was actually faster than some of the top defensive backs in this class. But it's not just the underwear Olympics. His film is pure, unadulterated lightning. He is a heat-seeking missile who diagnoses plays before the quarterback even finishes his drop. He is always around the ball, always disruptive, and he brings a level of instinct that you simply cannot coach. Some scouts were worried about his height and weight, but after he cleared those athletic hurdles in Indianapolis, he became a locked-in first-round talent. This is the centerpiece of a new-look defense. Question of the day: trading back to grab a high IQ, elite-testing linebacker like Jacob Rodriguez in the first round, is this a stroke of genius to solidify the second level of the defense, or is it a massive reach when the trenches are still calling? Sound off in the comments right now with your grade. I want to see exactly how you feel about this move. As we move into the second round at pick 57, the focus shifts to the heart of the defense. We are bringing in the man they call the Godfather, Dontay Corleone. This Cincinnati defensive tackle is the definition of a human brick wall. He's already sat down with the Bears, and the chemistry is reportedly off the charts. He is a premier, elite-level run-stuffer who lives in the backfield and demands double teams on every single snap. Why would you reach for a developmental tackle at pick 25 when you can get the best interior run defender in the entire class right here in the second round? He is the perfect high-value anchor to replace the veteran production we're losing, and his scheme fit for this defense is a match made in heaven. He frees up the linebackers to fly around and make plays, and in this system, that is worth its weight in gold. But we aren't done dealing, and we aren't done building this defensive front into a nightmare. We're sliding back again, trading pick 61 to the Bengals for pick 72 and pick 110. We are accumulating assets while still targeting elite traits. At pick 72, we are snagging a personal draft crush of mine, Penn State's Dennis-Sutton. This kid looks like he was literally built in a laboratory. He has the length, the frame, and the raw power that scouts dream about. He's coming off back-to-back seasons with 8.5 sacks, and he did that while playing in one of the most competitive conferences in football. While some critics say he's a bit stiff in the hips, his ability to set the edge in the run game and his relentless motor as a pass rusher make him a steal in the third round. If he adds just 10 more pounds of muscle to that frame, he becomes the terrifying, long-armed edge rusher that this defensive scheme absolutely craves to bookend the line. Now, hold on to your seats and brace yourselves, because the offense is about to get a massive, earth-shattering shakeup. In a move that will undoubtedly polarize the city and spark debates in every sports bar from Lake Michigan to the suburbs, we are trading away a veteran star to the Tennessee Titans to clear a path for a youth movement. With the 101st pick acquired in that deal, we are drafting the most explosive, most physically imposing athletic running back prospect we have ever seen enter the draft, Mike Washington Jr. out of Arkansas. This man is a 223-pound battering ram who just stopped the clocks with a mind-numbing 4.33 in the 40-yard dash. Let that sink in. That is the greatest combination of size and speed we have ever seen at the position in the modern era. He is shifty, he is physical, and he is a surprisingly polished receiver out of the backfield. He caught wheel routes against top-tier competition like he was a slot receiver. Yes, there are concerns about his 10 career fumbles, but you can coach ball security, you cannot coach 4.3 speed at 220-plus pounds. If he cleans up the technical side of his game, he isn't just a change of pace back. He is a future all-pro workhorse who can carry this offense on his back for the next decade. To further bolster the secondary and add that takeaway mentality that defines this franchise, we're heading to TCU at pick 110 for safety Bud Clark. If you have any memory of his legendary pick six in the college football playoff against Michigan, you know exactly what kind of playmaker he is. He is a ball-hawking, high-IQ center fielder who plays with a massive chip on his shoulder. He's a 6-year college veteran with 15 career interceptions. The ball just finds him. He's also famous for being fluent in trash talk, bringing a swagger and a competitive fire to the locker room that coaches love. He's the heir apparent to that classic ball-hawk role, a player who can read the quarterback's eyes and flip the field in an instant. As we move into the final rounds on day 3, it's all about chasing high-ceiling flyers and finding the hidden gems that other teams overlooked. At wide receiver, we're taking a 6 feet 5 inches physical specimen in Jeff Caldwell. He runs in the 4.3s and possesses the kind of catch radius that makes life easy for any quarterback. He might not run the full route tree yet, but as a vertical threat who can take the top off a defense, he is a dangerous weapon to have in your arsenal. Then, we add some local flavor and much-needed stability to the quarterback room with Illinois' own Luke Altmaier. He's a smart, battle-tested kid who has played a lot of high-level football. He has the mental makeup of a long-term NFL backup who can provide invaluable support in the film room while developing his own physical tools. And finally, we wrap things up in the 7th round with T.J. Hall out of Iowa. We know the Hawkeyes are a pro cornerback factory, and Hall has the discipline and special teams versatility to compete for a roster spot from day one. This mock draft is a total transformation. We didn't just pick players, we picked an identity. We've turned this roster into a track team with pads on, adding size, terrifying speed, and the kind of high-level defensive IQ that wins championships in the postseason. We navigated the trades, maximized the value, and came away with 8 players who can fundamentally change the trajectory of this franchise. From the instinctive dominance of Jacob Rodriguez to the record-breaking speed of Mike Washington Jr., this is a draft built for the future. What do you think of this 8-man haul? Is this the perfect blueprint for a North Division takeover, or did we trade away too much veteran leadership? I'm reading every single comment, so let me know your final grade for this mock draft down below. Would you like me to dive deeper into the specific stats of any of these players or perhaps explore a different trade scenario for the first round?